Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I'm on the beautiful subtropical island of Tenerife. However, I'm about 1,000 meters into the mountains, 1,000 meters above sea level, or more than 3,000 feet above sea level. There is not so much subtropical about the area here. So the fruit trees, the fruit and nut trees they cultivate here are rather temperate. And the main crop on this elevations is the chestnut. If I would go up about 100 or 200 meters, there would be huge chestnut groves which have basically gone wild, and they are basically thickets of old chestnut trees with tons and tons of suckers and seedlings. And yes, people do cultivate a lot of chestnuts here, and people even plant young chestnut trees, as you can see here. Like in Mediterranean mountains, like in acidic or crystalline Mediterranean mountains, in the mountain areas of the Canary Islands, chestnuts were the staple together with potatoes on the Canary Islands. And even today, pretty much every supermarket and little shop, even in the lowlands, has a lot of chestnuts, but most of them come from here, from mountain areas. And the Valle di Orotava is a center of chestnut cultivation. All those big trees you see in the background are chestnut trees. We are at the end of November, and as you can see, those trees are not in a hurry to lose their leaves. Some of them are turning yellow. Most of them are turning yellow. This one, not so much. It's even flowering. And it's not the only one which is flowering, where normally they flower in June. But here in this really temperate climate, winter is but a suggestion. Winter is colder and wetter and less sunny than summer, but it's like a European autumn, basically. You can stay evergreen, and a lot of fruit trees which are deciduous, yeah, they stay deciduous out of habit, I would say. But some of them, like apples and so, they flower now, and they might stay evergreen throughout winter. Let's look at those chestnuts. As you can see, those are no wild or semi-wild forms. They're quite big, so they're basically some pretty old local varieties which were bred from plants introduced from the Mediterranean hundreds of years ago. Tenerife has a lot of confirmed chestnut varieties. So let's try them. You can eat chestnuts raw. Well, first you have to remove the spiny shell, which already happened here. I guess even the nuts which fell in the spiny shell, the goats which trample around here just trampled them out of the shell. Then you end up with such pieces, with such chestnuts or seeds. Then you have to remove this shiny brown skin, and then you end up with a seed which is still covered in this brownish hairy skin. If you think now you can pop it in your mouth together with the skin, think again. As long as it's raw, this hairy skin is quite bitter and astringent. And I'll chew it off. You can also remove it with a knife, or you can wait a couple days till the chestnut is slightly wilted. Then you can remove the skin easily, or just roast it, and then the skin goes off easily, but a lot of nice vitamins will also disappear with it. So this is the chewed piece of cashew eindtappen. And it's delicious. Sweet and juicy. Crunchy. A bit harder than an apple. Maybe like a really sweet kohlrabi or radish. I love fresh nuts. I love them much more than the dry ones. You can eat dried chestnuts, they will be really great. You can also boil dried chestnuts and put them in soup. I like to do that when I have dried chestnuts available. But nothing beats a fresh nut of any variety. So folks, those were the chestnuts from mountain areas of Tenerife. Stay tuned for a lot of fruit and nut videos from the island of Tenerife. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.